Hello again, and welcome to an episode of Terraria 1.2.3. I'm going to make this episode pretty short. I'm just kind of going to show you a couple of the things that are new. This patch was released a couple of hours ago, like maybe 2 or 3 hours ago. So, yeah. I haven't actually been playing a lot of Terraria. Just the last couple of patches, they added a couple of waves. The waves are ludicrously hard and pretty much almost impossible to beat solo without cheating. Just because you have to kill so many of them that even with top-rated items, you just don't have the damage output to kill that many creatures in the 20 minutes that you have. Actually, you only have like 15 minutes, but like, there are ways to do it, and I've done some of those, but so, weird. I thought I had a rainbow gun somewhere. Guess not. One change was that the rainbow gun lasts longer. It's not major, but still, a little weird. I could have sworn I had one. Okay, anyway. Probably the biggest change is this. They've added dye and social slots to accessories. So, as you can see, I have the balloons. The balloons look all nice, and I can put them away so nobody sees them. Or, I could, let's see, where do I have a good accessory? Where do I have any accessory? I could instead put a social slot, and look, now I have a social skeletal necklace, which actually does stack. So you could do something like, let's see, wings don't stack with each other, but I'm trying to think of some of the accessories I have that don't look completely dumb. You get the power glove, you can put that on, you get gloves, you get the armor donk, put that on, you get a shield. Bracelet charm, which seems to take off your gloves. So yeah, a lot of these items take up the same slot, so just like wearing multiple wings, you don't get to see the multiple wings. But if, say, I want to wear, well, I'm wearing right now tattered fairy wings because they're currently I think they're currently the best wings in the game, short of Rudolph, which I don't have. But I could instead replace them. I'm getting the effect of the tattered fairy wings, but you can see the frozen wings. The same as with the equipment in the social slots. And you can also dye them, which is neat. Some other changes, as you can see, the items select is much more apparent. It's now a thick, coarse yellow instead of the whatever it was previously. And, let's see here, open a chest. You can now rename chests, so I can rename this chest to junk. So whenever somebody looks at this, oh, this is junk. And then I can just rename it back to nothing, I believe, and it returns to normal chest. So, like up here, I have renamed to Crossworld. So whenever I'm changing characters, this is where I put things to change between characters. Or this one I could rename to Dye, because this is where I keep my dyes. And yeah, I mean, it's simple, but you can also, but you can't really do that with your piggy banks or your safe for some weird reason. But you can do it with any of the standard chests that anybody can open. Let's see here. Some other changes. Let's see if we can get any. Of course, there's been some balance changes. Balance changes always happen. For example, the Shroomite Spear, which y'all might remember in my playthrough, I got rather early, due to the fact that it is vastly stronger than any other item in hard mode, short of a Plant Terra item. Like, I believe you use that, like, you would use that pretty much up until the point where you get the true Terra Blade. Because the true Knight's Edge and the true Excalibur are as strong as the Shroom Spear. And now you have to beat all three of the, let's see, have I even done this world often? No, I haven't even been on this world with this character, really. So now you actually have to redo, like, you have to beat the three robotic bosses, Skeletron Prime, Destroyer, and the Twins. Although the Twins have been nerfed rather heavily. Well, not so much nerfed rather heavily as specifically the Laser Twin no longer rapid fire. Like when a rapid fires, it is no longer a constant stream of undodgeable lasers. Because if you're falling, yeah, you're going to dodge those. Or if you're jumping, you might dodge most of them. But if you're standing there for some reason, like if you're just standing on the ground, you can't really go through them. So now there should be a gap between them. I haven't tested exactly how big it is yet. Yeah. At the same time, go down here, because this should have what I'm looking for. At the same time, his lasers do a little bit less damage. That's just because he, in general, like, the Twins are literally the hardest boss in the game. Yeah, this is not a good one, but this is a farm. Now, I'm going to come here for a minute and just sit in here, latch a hold. Now, as you can see, simple farming, but I've probably gone through about 10 meteor heads now, and I haven't even gotten a single coin. Part of the new patch is meteor heads no longer drop loot in hard mode. This isn't much of a big deal, really. Meteor heads are... This pretty much just stops the old key farming method, which was just sit around and do nothing. I actually kind of like that for the most part. I haven't seen anything about it, but I'm hoping that along with that they also increased the drop rate of the keys, at least slightly, or key mold now. Because literally it would take hours of farming hundreds of meteor heads a minute. And if they're expecting us to do that manually, yeah, they can go. I won't be playing another character. I'll just keep using the same character. They've also done a couple of changes to the ore systems. I'm not going to get into that just because I do not know if I detrapped this. See, I'm trying to think some of the things else that they've added that I can prove. Supposedly, as you saw, there were snails at the beginning of the temple. Supposedly, they've added a bunch of new critters. You've seen the last couple of patches, they've been adding one or two. Now they've added supposedly they've added 6 more, which doubles -1 the previous number. Sorry, I'm trying to remember most of this. Like, I wrote some of this stuff down, be like, yeah, make sure you hit this up. You're only making like a 5-10 minute video, make sure you hit the point. And then I'm like, wait, what did I write down? It's like when you make a shopping list and you go to the store and you're like, oh, I was supposed to pick up milk. and you realize all you picked up was beer, chips, and hot dogs, and you're already halfway home. Actually, in my case, it's normally beer, chips, and cupcakes, but same thing. Another thing they've added is this guy. You cannot go to worlds to farm this guy. You must kill Plant Terra in order to summon him. Not much of a big deal. Now, also, if you notice at the bottom, there is a settings button here, not a save and quit. The settings now allow you to change your sounds. You can kind of see what sounds I have and all that stuff. Video. Yeah, controls. You really don't need to see most of this stuff. And you can close the menu and... well, I mean, actually, I think most of this stuff is the same as it was. I think that's default. But yeah, so, no big deal. Now, back to some of the speculative things that I know are in the game, or that are in the game, but I have no clue how they work. Critters. As you can see, there are now new critters. I just killed a duck for some reason. See if I can find another critter. There's a cardinal. But that was an old critter. Anyway, so the critters can now be caught with a net and cage. Not sure how to do those. I've actually not seen anything that inclines on how to create a net or a cage. The update's so new, there's nothing on the wikis about it. One of the bad things about doing things like first day, no one knows what the hell they're doing. So if you get stuck, you can't go ask somebody for help because chances are most other people are either stuck or not there yet. Another interesting thing, if you remember when I was playing through, I got the Frost Armor by killing the Frost Giants. Now the Frost Armor has joined the rank of the Chlorophyte Armors. Same as Shroomite. It is now, or same as Shroomite and Turtle. It now requires you to kill the giants to get frozen, like, pretty much you take the giant's soul or heart or something, and then convert that into, wow, Hollow Desert looks funny now. And then you convert that into a, armor. Or build armor using that. Trying to think if there's anything else major. Also, there is a wandering merchant that is supposed to appear every X days. Or, like, every X days after you beat the, second boss. The, worm boss or the brain. So, after you defeat either the Eater of World or the Brain of Cthulhu, every X amount of time a merchant will spawn, blah blah blah. Now, so here, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Well, actually, let's look real quick. I have some ore somewhere. Titanium, platinum, lead. So lead there, tungsten, tin. Tungsten, platinum, titanium? I'm trying to remember what the first tier ores are. I'm having really bad memory with that. Man, it's been a while since I've played I've been gathering anything in Terraria. So let's see here. As you can see, everything's pretty much the same. This is level 2. That's hard mode metal. everything's pretty much the same. There are a bunch of new vanity items, but they put out a bunch of those too. They're pretty much free because they don't have to. They just have to design the framework. They don't have to balance any items. That's 10. This is lead. Okay, here we go. We got some actual decent looking things. So you can make your chests out of lead, of course. Now, they've added the honey chest, although I believe they actually added the honey chest during the Halloween or Christmas patch. I just didn't go through these for any major reason. Glass kiln. This allows for special crafting of glass. I can make one of those shortly. Inlet outlet pumps. These are for water. Not really a big deal for us. And let's see. Tungsten bar. So pretty much the same as again. So let's actually go ahead and pick up a bit of lead. Do I have enough lead, or should I use iron? Do I have iron at all? Doesn't look like it, actually. I have some lead ore. At one point in time, these things were all nice and neat. But you know how that gets. Oh, here's some iron. Let's use that instead. So, what do we require? Crafting for iron. I am really hating the fact that I have the mirror equipped. Let's try that again. Crafting for iron. Okay, there's the heavy workbench used for advanced crafting. Glass kiln, which requires some torches, and was the other thing we were? Yeah, we weren't doing anything else, so let's get us some wood. So make a heavy workbench. Make some torches. And make a glass kiln. Actually, I should make some glass too, huh? Do I have glass? Usually something I should have looked into before making this video. Weird. I don't have any glass. Well, it doesn't even look like I have any sand. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. Now, let's see here. Due to the fact that it would take a while, I'm just going to place these real quick. So we can get a feel of what they look like. Now, where is here, and glass kiln goes there. Now, due to the fact that it's going to take me a while, or it'd take a while to make enough to do that. I'm just going to go here, go to crafting with glass. And you can see all these things. Crafted workbenches. And then when you start getting into the glass house equipment, it's crafted with a glass kiln. So, glass bathtubs, bookcases, chandelier, actually kind of looks cool. And a glass terrarium, which is actually made in the furnace. And is a material, so actually let's look at what that does as well. Now that we have a terrarium, crafting, glass terrarium. Okay, so you can put animals in them, and animals are a consumable material. So you can put animals in the terrariums if we can figure out how to make a net to catch the animals. I've tried cobwebbing. Doesn't look like anything to make a net. Tried wood. I've even tried gel, thinking maybe I can get something sticky. Like maybe it's something sticky for them. So I'll make a video when I figure out how. I also will highlight some more of the things you can make from the heavy. And yeah. Anyway, this has actually gone a little longer than I was meaning to. I was also kind of hoping to trigger the traveling merchant, but that doesn't seem to have happened. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. They didn't add any new bosses or any new mobs to 1.2.3, so I probably won't be playing it that often. Of course, I'm going to be playing it a little bit to get used to things. Also, I'm still working on the Frost Moon. The person I do the waves with is currently on vacation, so I haven't actually been able to... Like, me and him haven't actually been able to try in like a month. So, but y'all probably don't want to see anything about that anyway. There are lots of people who have much better Frost videos, and yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and actually, real quick, let's do one last thing. Let's go ahead and save and exit. Let's make a new character. Another thing that they have added is they have added new hair designs. I don't know how many they added. All I know is they added new ones, as well as other customizable options somewhere. So, it's not much, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go now, so have a nice day.